the page and get ready for a tough Auburn squad?
I think it was great in a lot of ways that some of the mistakes that we've been making throughout the course of the year were exposed in a way that we weren't able to overcome against Missouri. And like I said after the game, I thought they did a great job of kind of making decisions and big shots every time we made a mistake. And so today, when we were able to get back together and watch the film, we saw those opportunities that we missed, but I also think we saw kind of a lack of effort and pace in a way that isn't indicative of who I want our team to be. So obviously you're not going to play the perfect basketball game. And I told them that today. I don't expect them to be perfect, but I do expect them to demand excellence from themselves and each other. And I'm going to do that as well. So today we kind of just got back to, hey, listen, things aren't always going to go perfectly. There's going to be ebbs and flows. Every single game we play from here on out is going to be a dogfight. And there can't be any part of a game where we look on the floor and we look disconnected. When we're connected as a team, I think we can compete with anyone. But this game in particular, there were plenty of times, more often than not, when we looked out on the floor and you saw disconnection. What does that look like? Players turning away from each other when calls are made or a play is made from the other team, walking off the court, not having human touches like high fives, no energy on the bench. That's not who we are. But that's who we were on Sunday, and that's a big reason why we lost the game. So today we got back to being who we are, number one, and also working on the plethora of mistakes we made on both ends of the floor so that we can continue to improve.
All right, we'll go ahead and open the floor for questions. We will start with Chris Harris. Chris, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, just curious as to how you touched on it a little bit with what you saw in the video, but do you challenge your girls after a game like that to kind of show you what they think they are and what they're working towards and how quickly you show them how quickly it can be taken away if they play that way?
For sure. Certainly did today, but that's not any different than every day. And I challenge them all the time. they'll tell you that. I think what I also want to make sure that I don't do is turn this into the sky is falling. It's Armageddon. We are 16-2. We have made a lot of progress. And there were plenty of games where we did the things we needed to do to win games like we were in on Sunday. But we didn't do that Sunday. So I don't want it to be like, this is AAU season and we lost today. Let's just, roll the ball out tomorrow. No, every single game we play matters. I know they know that. But I also told them, as we look at some of the mistakes that we've made in the past, we were able to overcome them, not necessarily because of what we did, but because of what the other team didn't do. Missouri didn't let us do that. They didn't. They took advantage of every single thing that we did wrong. And if we're going to be the team I think we can be, then those changes that we need to make need to be made now. Oh, we have a visitor. School is out. Sorry. So it's important that May, can you go in there?
I want to try to find my cardboard food.
Okay, can you take her? Thank you. So it's important that that when we get back to practice, that they know, hey, everything we're doing isn't wrong. Like we haven't done everything wrong, but the things that we need to get better at, we can get better at today if we make the choice. So yes, some things they pressured us. I thought their point guard did a great job on our ball handlers. And we worked on that a little bit today. Those are things we can continue to work on. But I don't think that's why we lost the game. I think we lost the game because we were disconnected, because our energy was terrible, because we made lazy mistakes. We looked lazy. We were not making effort plays. That is why we lost. And that is not who we are. That change could be made today. And hopefully it was. I know we took a big step forward.
All right. Aria Grierson, Tennessean. Aria, go ahead.
Yeah, seeing Auburn having beat LSU on Sunday, what have you seen from that team and what makes them, it's a tough matchup?
Yeah, man, they are incredibly athletic. Incredibly athletic. They have, they're big. They run a lot of ball screen action. They chase the ball off the backboard. They are your quintessential SEC team. And they're tough as nails. So, we're in for another fight. But what I do like about Auburn, and I'm excited to play against them, they seem at least to be pretty relentless. So it'll be a great challenge for our squad, especially coming off a game at home, playing the way that we did. Let's see how much we've grown over the last, 3 days before we step out on the court again on Thursday. But I love that about this conference. I mean, we're going to be challenged, and the way that we show up from start to finish is going to dictate how successful we can be on Thursday. So like I was saying before, I think the exciting part for me as a coach is knowing that every day you're going to kind of find out what your team is made of. You're going to find out when you play these games. Anything that you need to get better at is going to be exposed. And then you get a chance to get better at it, and then you turn right back around and you play another really tough game. I love that about this conference. I think Johnny's done a great job, but they are coming off a really awesome win. So I'm sure they're going to come in here with a ton of confidence, and we need to be prepared to show up with our best, with our A game.
Jake Lyman, go ahead, Jake.
Hey, Coach. You mentioned after the Mississippi State game that Jordan Oliver played point guard in that game for the first time all season, and now it feels like she's more consistently bringing the ball up for you. What do you think that's done for your offense, having her on the ball a little more and maybe letting Jordan Cambridge play off the ball a little more?
Yeah, it depends on the possession. I think sometimes it's a great thing, and sometimes we look like we don't know what we're doing. And that's a growth opportunity. I think it's great for Jordan and both Jordans to be able to play in a versatile way. So we just have to get better at making sure that we are seamlessly operating so that it doesn't feel like the gears are jamming when one is running one position and one is running another. Our team has to be, it's got to be like a machine. It's got to be the same all the time. Our pace, we got to know what we're doing. It can't be looking around like, wait, what are we doing? Oh no, shot clock, 5, 4, it can't be that. We can't have those kind of possessions. So we are working a lot more with her. But also I'm making sure that we continue to work on as much as we can when plays break down. I think really that's when we get in trouble. Thought Missouri, we stood around a lot. We really stood a lot, and we watched one player. We just can't do that. Our plays we run offense so that we can get an opportunity to score. And like I've told you guys after games, people scout us too. So when the first and second option breaks down, it can't be, well, let's see what the person with the ball does with it. And we all stand here and watch like we paid for tickets to the game. No, we're on the court, and we have an opportunity there now to make plays. And that just takes some time with different people playing more minutes now and playing different positions. We'll continue to work on that. But I love that we were able to show them that on film. And then when we did make cuts and we did make plays, we got wide open layups and threes. So they saw the two differences of those in that game. And hopefully that'll continue to get it better as we move on through the season.
Chris Harris, go ahead, Chris.
Just want to know, in your opinion, how Camille has improved in the short time that she's been with you guys.
Man, she's improved a lot. It's hard to put it into words. I think you can see the impact that she has on the game when she plays at a certain pace. And she's still a freshman, so she still does things that drive me crazy. And one of them is that she's one that stands around a lot, but I don't think she does it because she's tired, or she doesn't really know what's next to do. I think she just does it because the play is over, and we're teaching her how to play basketball. Now, this kid has only been playing this is her 5th year, I think, of basketball. Imagine when she figures out how good she can be when she starts to move around the floor, defends at a high level on and off the ball, rebounds every possession, plays on balance in the post, and is able to develop strength so that she can take hits and finish. So those are growth opportunities. And the only way, right now I've been super hard on Camille, and the only way she's going to learn what it feels like to fail and that she needs to make changes is by games like Sunday. So she had a few opportunities there at the end of the game that I thought were crucial for us. I love that she had the opportunities, but it broke her heart that it didn't go in. And a kid like Camille, she wants to win. So for the first time, I heard that she watched film right after the game. I was like, "Ha, that's growth." Yes. And that shows you what she has inside of her that I haven't seen yet to this moment. So there are things that come along with losses, even though I hate them. And I've told you guys that are silver linings. And I think there was a huge difference in her today, but in our team as well. I just hope that it's not, that it's not one day, because it can't be. And as we move forward, if Camille can stack days together where she starts to incrementally improve just with her pace and her energy and her toughness, she could be a big reason why we do some special things this year.
Aria Gearson, go ahead, Aria.
Yeah, do you see maybe expanding the use of lineups where maybe Camille and Sasha are on the floor at the same time to try to get her, in the lineup more?
I do. It's a good question. I do. I think the challenge right now has been because Jo has been playing so much point guard. Camille can do a lot, but Camille cannot play point guard. Not yet anyway. So as we continue to work on making sure that we can get Jordan Cambridge the ball and that she can handle pressure and get us into our offense, not be in foul trouble, then that is absolutely a lineup that will be on the floor, and you will see it more.
Great. Awesome. Well, Coach, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Best of luck this week against Auburn and Tennessee. And we'll talk to you after the Auburn game. Go Doors.
Thank you, guys. Your questions are always really thoughtful. I appreciate the preparation. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Coach.
Thank you, Coach.